you look me koro or you hear me whine, I say you tanda gidigba. On top of the Chairman Television Station, Wazobia TV channel 98 on top of Go TV cable, Star Times channel 195, My TV channel 17, UHF 57, where all you need to do now to turn your antenna small on top of DSTV channel 259. That one means say we day everywhere. But just in case television differ from you, log on to Facebook, www.facebook.com/Wazobia Max. You can follow us as we discuss all the action to the way they come on smoke inside Nigeria political boxing ring. You will also contribute based on Twitter. Tweet at us at Wazobia Max with the hashtag #AsIDeyHot. Today, when we Tuesday, September 12th, the matter will come up plenty smoke because it's a very important issue. And we carry open visitor when we say, he don't read the book of law, reach the extent when we say, if he open book now, the book go begin the complaint, say, you don't know too much, he don't do. My name na Ezugo Chokodi. Your head must shake. And I know they're alone inside studio. I deal with my brother. When Sabi want to say concern politics matter, #AsIDeyHot.
Yes, a beautiful Tuesday morning to our wonderful viewers where they watch us right now. And the same program that come now, we #AsIDeyHot. That political program where they're searching out issues. When I mean issues, political, social, any kind of issues where we say it affect us generally. Now they always talk here, so that at least the people who don't give the responsibility to do it and to actually fix those things, they go feel they hear us and also find the better way of addressing it. I mean, also be in mind say 3 solid telephone line now we get for now 1 toll free line. The toll free line they very free as usual. That for us just call. Express ourselves, talk within their mind. But in as much as I talk within their mind, I also at least also caution ourselves over the kind of languages when I go also they do it in they use. My name never change. My name remains Kubi, and this is #AsIDeyHot.
We not go waste time. We go introduce our ongoing visitor. Make una see in face so that we'll come drop the topic them and the talk will just begin to follow back to back. Like I talk, in the person when we say when they born from the way when they cry for hospital, they don't know say this one oh. He go like to they put mouth for something when be like say na quarrel, but not be to cause quarrel, not to settle the quarrel. That one mean say from when he's small, now in things we get to do with law, don't they sweet out for inside the belly, and in go school, go read the law book where we come out, come talk say make I take am further. Not be just say we go they go court, go they represent people. He get some people when be say they need help, knowing well say hey, they talk say the hope of the common man, now the judiciary, he can carry the matter for head. They carry people case for your own head. They say we see them to. I go speak English. Logical conclusion. And they talk of no other than Barrister Adetola Kazeem. Barrister, welcome to #AsIDeyHot.
Thank you very much. You don't take.
And you don't take. But I go good make I put this title too. Barrister, now member of one joint body inside the Bodo Nigeria. When we say that they look the way when they say our law system day. Based on say the way when they take the do law, can they check the one will be like K-leg inside so that they go straight in the thing, make problem no day inside our country. Barrister, once again, welcome to #AsIDeyHot.
Thank you very much.
We'll go shake your hand down. Make you not be like say, this is your handshake strong. Go. But yeah, now we no waste time. We could go straight into the discussion when we can come. The first topic we go discuss get to do with the plenty work when we say the Nigeria customs that they do. We now go remember say on top of #AsIDeyHot earlier this year, we've been talking of the work when Nigeria customs do as they concern the fact say they intercept mean to block. Just like say person want to counter attack, you can't block them. Then block people when we say they carry 661 pump action rifle. They enter different parts of Lagos here. And yesterday, another big one happened. This one happened because the Nigeria customs they talk say they get eagle eye. They talk say the consignments they come from Turkey and they hide them inside things when be like say na toilet material. Now they won't use 1,100 pump action rifles. Different level when we say when the thing enter inside anywhere, it go cause problem. From what you now they see for our screen, so that thing not be oporoko na in the tie. So now pump action rifle, 1,100 of them. Now they see, and at least it will be like toilet something. Now they put for there. Our Oga of Customs, una go hear wetin we get to talk as it take concern this particular interception when customs they intercept. So make we hear Oga Ahmadu Ali, the CG of Customs. He talk plenty things as it take get to do with wetin the Nigeria customs people talk. But we just leave that one before we hear wetin get to talk. Make I just bring the second one, bring the third one, so that we go just dey flow with our discussion. And when I go to say the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasiru Ahmed El Rufai, in come out, come talk say that talk when we say Mama Taraba, the Minister for Women Affairs come out, come talk say by the grace of God for 2019. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar go be the president of Nigeria based on the way she take talk the thing. Say make Nigerians no dey shocked at all because na the kind person wey she be that. He come and talk say even when they work to see say President Muhammadu Buhari win the ticket to wear the jersey to become president of APC, say she not even support am at all. But based on say President Muhammadu Buhari get love, say I want to make the best, come work with me, make we move this our country forward. Say na him make am come choose am. He come and come talk say whether she talk here or she not talk here, e not change anything because government get policy and the policy wey government get na him the person wey dey inside there wey dey wear the boot of minister na him go do to use ensure am. But today we wan ask question. This one be like say I go speak English, polarization, that is division don dey. We go ask our ogbonge visitor wetin we go fit do because everybody knows say those wey dey inside government are the Nigerian people na dem dey work for. We go know how we go put them in check so that they go do the work wey dem wan do. And finally we go talk about Nigeria prisons. And they talk say prison na where you go reform people, that is you go change them from bad to good. But e be like say the Nigerian prisons wey we get and the system wey they operate, if people enter inside, when they come out they go change for the worse. Make we hear wetin the CG, the Controller General of Customs, Oga Amadu Ali, get to talk about the seizure of weapons by Nigeria Customs.
Government decided to prohibit the licensing of pump action and therefore put it under absolute prohibition. So the importation and
through examination revealed the following. 1. John Jeff Magnum Black pump action rifles, 600 pieces of them, and that is this one. Then this one. These are also 300 pieces. Then of course this one. So this also the quantity imported under this disguise 200 pieces. So if you add 600 plus 300 plus 200, that's 1,100 pieces of pump action rifles that were brought in.
One year waiting, the CG of Nigeria Customs get to talk. Before we play this second video now, we've been play the first one. And I talk when he talk the first time when we say 661 pump action rifles, our Nigeria Customs, they stop am. And several months down the line, you know, they talk on that particular matter again. Barrister, I want to ask this question. Some people, they come and talk, say, Nigeria is a country where we say, we go come out, swear, say, this thing will never happen again. We will ensure it will not happen again. But the same mistake when we make, when the first one happen, and the second one will happen. I want to ask you, as person when we say understand, say, you don't read law reach the extent when we say, you know, say if we do am like this, it go make this thing difficult, or it go make person feel one, it go make difficult for person to manipulate that system. What if the things when we say Nigeria Customs suppose they do now, so that Nigerians will get confidence, say, the one will happen for January, they stop am. Another one no happen until this one when they don't stop again.
Well, to be fair, on the Nigerian Customs, where their own work starts, now where it starts so. But make it no end there. To say the former one will happen, they apprehend those people who do it right, and they come prosecute them to a logical conclusion. Not be only those who they're in charge, but their sponsors.
True.
Other people go learn lesson. You understand? That is where their own problem is. They can't stop people from attempting to bring it in, but they should intercept just like they have done. But after this one, what next? Now the question. You understand? So after this one, what next?
So this one we don't talk now mean say the work now different people go do and make the thing complete.
Yes.
Because customs no go live in work, go they do the work of police.
Custom, for instance, no they talking where the thing come from. The duty of Nigerian custom be say make the thing not enter Nigeria. It's the duty of Turkish custom or whoever is in charge there to ensure say the thing no come out them country. But those ones don't sleep, the thing don't enter. Our own people can't intercept them. So now the most important thing now is bringing those people to book. Make person will bring them, will sponsor them. Make them suffer for what they do.
You see, this sponsor where you talk,
Yeah.
I go emphasize on that because if we go tell ourselves the truth, this thing when we they see like this now, the way when Nigeria are they, in quotes, now big man problem.
Yeah.
Because not be ordinary man when still they struggle to collect salary.
Ordinary man said nothing import one gun.
One gun.
Talk less of 1,100. This
Now
is
make I ask.
now this one they call class action.
Say our law is strong reach to catch big man wey be sponsor, I be na only poor people na the thing they catch.
The law strong reach. The law just need judges where they bold. And we go fit stamp them feet. When they go fall into bragado of senior advocate or bragado of whoever. You understand? And it also duty on the investigating authority to do their job properly. Because if the case is weak from the beginning, it remains weak to the end. So any good lawyer go fit throw him. You understand? So every action must be done appropriately. Just the way they try to do their work now, ensure say the thing they intercepted. So how then they prepare all the papers where they want go carry go court? How then they do and shade their investigation they well knitted? The proper person who is supposed to sign is sign. Those things they. Because now the law, some of these things are technical. So all those areas they're supposed to do well. Then you go to court. Now we now face both judges. Judges will get integrity to look at the case and decide down without fear of evil. So now waiting they be done. So everybody must do your own duty to ensure say this kind of thing not repeating.
But if you refer to duty, say everybody doing his own duty, and we can't get a situation where reality don't tell us say now this person committed this crime.
Yeah.
If in the absence of those particular documents, maybe they are very readily available at that point, waiting be the next phase of action. So that we say in the end, we no go just see an extension, a suspension, or this continuity where we say you don't actually place us in a condition we know like today. So I will not say, okay, fine, in the absence of the document not being available, but we get concrete evidence. Say these people will now then do
it. It doesn't have to be document. It just like you said, concrete evidence. There must be that concrete evidence. You understand? Because the burden of proof for this case now is a very stronger one. You understand? Now beyond reasonable doubt. You understand? So the thing must strong, it must be well knitted because person go lose all in liberty. At least most of in liberty. You go to prison or even death sometimes or even so. It not be something we could just say because on the face of it, anybody can be said, I feel just see you now say, now you steal him, now you bring him. So the court must be careful to ensure that person we're not supposed to suffer.
You don't suffer.
You understand? So now.
So what we go just they do now and say as Nigerians, we dey always talk about top facility say as we dey pray, make we also support them with plenty action. All these kind of issues, if we dey chook eye on top, begin they talk them well. Those when they the position when they suppose they go do everything when they feel to use ensure say we dey very very safe inside this our country. From that particular, I'm gonna enter the next one. And this next one come be like say quarrel don dey happen inside the family of Oga Presido. And when I say family, I don't mean immediate family. The first family of Nigeria. Because when you see the Presido and the Vice Presido, you can't see the ministers. They be like children. When they help them, they work to use ensure say they move this our country forward. It gets one video when being emerged some weeks ago when the Minister for Women Affairs, aka Mama Taraba, Hajia Alhassan, they come and talk say this place when she did so. Say she dey greet everybody and she dey happy as she dey say she dey for the front of the person when we say by the grace of God for 2019 now he go be the president of Nigeria. Some people will first come and talk say wait, why minister when they under this government don't already they talk about somebody being president of 2019? He don't start campaign and you know facing work. Journalist people can't ask them again. He can't repeat what he talk say for 2014-2015 President Muhammadu Buhari talk say now only one term he won't go for to change the system. Say for 2019 if President Muhammadu Buhari won't contest she go kneel down for in front tell him say I am sorry if now my brother if now my godfather you won't contest against I no go give you support I go support him. I want to ask this very very important question. We did 2017 plus or minus like close to 2 years if we go by May 29 you think say it did very very early for people who be ministers or top people for government to already they talk about 2019 rather than focus on the work when we need to face today?
It is. I don't think say it appropriate. You understand? I don't think say I don't feel talk say it totally wrong. You understand? Because but I know if you talk, I know it know they too appropriate because you expect say that can person go face a work. But it just reveals say some inner frustrations don't they? Maybe say she no feel bottle. You understand? And now as I see him, it be like saying an issue of highest bidder. You understand? So
the person when the thing go pay me pass.
I will go pay me pass. So from that kind of thing, I don't show say she know as Igbo people go tell her she no give a damn. Say if president lie make she sack me, I no care. But this one, now where I go there. So it's just some inner frustration where she don't dey bottle in. Now my own Now, my own psychologist view.
But Barrister, if you
Yeah.
refer to inner frustration, obviously, just from waiting my brother Chuku don't talk, it means that maybe things are not playing out well internally. But say you go actually see them as inner frustration, or you go see them as say, okay, following orders, where my godfather don't say make I do this thing. Because if we go really need to look at, in all sincerity, you don't even get the right as a minister to come they decide who becomes the president in 2009. So where we say even the current leadership people still they complain, say we never really see the essence. Meanwhile, don't the campaign. Say it is now inner frustration. I be say these individuals don't they there to answer calls of people we put them there.
I know if you talk down because I'm not privy to their private discussions. So I know if you talk say anybody sponsor anybody. Now waiting we see. Now we go talk.
Okay.
You understand? You can just you can if you just from waiting up if you just conclude say. Now, most likely, now waiting to happen with this because anybody where they in right frame of mind, if I feel use that word cautiously, you understand? No go do that kind of thing ordinarily. But you know, say politics generally now this it. True. You understand? People go they laugh with you now. At least this one come out. Many other people they say this cabinet, we say they get this different other notions for mine. So politics, this is not really surprising really because me I see politics as I feel they talk with you now, they lie to you. We say the thing I want to do from my mind are different.
Okay, Barrister, we go play waiting the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasiru Rufai been talk. But before we play make I ask this question down. Okay. You think say with this, it be like say she not the part of us or they're not the part of us. You think say the thing go cause problem for the work when government go do. Now question when I ask down, but we are waiting Malam Nasiru Rufai, one very, very influential governor. If you look the APC governors, and person when we say from the time when they come out, they talk since this administration start, in the always the ginger for President Muhammadu Buhari. Make we hear waiting, Malam Nasiru Rufai get to talk about Alhassan matter.
In the APC, she was never in the Buhari camp. She did not support our candidates during the national convention. She did not vote for Buhari during the primaries. But out of the largeness of the president's heart and to encourage women in politics, and he felt that even though she was never a supporter of his politics or what he believes in or his ideology, he still believed that to encourage women in politics and what she has tried to do in Taraba, he felt that she earned being nominated as a minister. Many people in the Buhari camp did not support it, but he overrode everybody because that's how he is. He tries to be inclusive. He tries to consider every Nigerian his own son or daughter, and he nominated her to be minister. Her comments are not surprising. She has never been a supporter. She has never believed in Buhari ideology. So I'm not surprised. And as a Nigerian, as an individual, she has every right to express her views and support whoever she wants. But what I'm saying is Nigerians should not be surprised or shocked. This has always been her position because from time she has never supported Buharism or what Buhari stands for.
Barrister, this talk when we say this governor talk now, I won't play some in front of the one when I ask you. He talk say from time she no ever support the ideology of President Muhammadu Buhari. And we know say ideology na your way of thinking and your belief. So for example, if President Muhammadu Buhari ideology na say make we do government like this, and he can carry person when we say not they think the way when they think, you don't think say the thing go cause problem for our country?
I think the thing depends on what be the ideology. That has not been said. You understand? If you get different ideology, for instance, maybe Muslim, be Christian, we get different, but they relate. You understand? The ideology, but we still work together. If I get work now, Christians they work with me, Muslims different people with different ideologies they work. Now different, that one a different, separate thing. But if the ideology, for instance, is fight against corruption, let's put it that way, and let's assume Alhassan is corrupt. That's another thing entirely. So we can't impute waiting no day there inside them. So we need to define waiting the ideology before we move forward. You understand? So if it is about corruption, I know most likely Baba Buhari no go condone him. You understand? So by belief the ideology are different things entirely, which we are not. So we shouldn't. So we need to ask Malam Rufai
What is their
what is the definition of ideology? What is the definition of Buharism? So those things need to be defined clearly before we chook mouth, say, waiting, say, it's still day proper, say, make Alhassan. Because any government must include as much as possible. Must give other people voices so that you're not going to be saying that just one set of people there, maybe a whole, you know.
Barrister, with this thing we don't play out right now, let me see, at least going by waiting Rufai talk, he talks, say, look, say right from time, say, the body language of this is Netaisha don't already show, say, I am not in support of you. And in the end, President says, okay, I will still need to bring you in. And it just like say government the government will play out as a result of this. Now government will say, okay, I shall come, make I get you involved. So with waiting don't play out now. What kind of measures will fit also carry to ensure, say, look, rather than pay more attention on bringing in people who go fit carry out the work effectively. Make no come they talk, say, okay, take this one, take this position, may I take support you, or may I take it. How do we actually address this issue so that the right set of people go fit into position rather than bringing in this party members?
The question we will never really address. Now be say, should they perform as Minister of Women Affairs? Now the question we will never narrow down with that. So are there empirical facts to show that this woman did this ministerial put, but she know they perform? If she did perform, if she have ideology or nothing is secondary, as far as I'm concerned. If she did do her ministry well, she did she did carry out programs, she did progressive. Now that one we need to look at. Whether or not she get the same ideology or not, it doesn't really matter. So far the government is functioning and the policies of government are being implemented. You understand? So that one, we need to narrow all those issues before we say whether she did government or she not did government or she did.
Very true. So as Nigerians, we will just continue to follow this particular discussion because whether we like them or not, these are people when we say, even though they're in position of leadership, they be our servants. And they fit get their own quarrel. Or maybe a quarrel, just like what our banks don't talk, no affect the good work when they're supposed to so that Nigerians then will enjoy. And we don't. To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch,